Hi, this is Finoptio. Today we're going to talk about why it's important to have confidence in your investments. There are a lot of different factors that go into making an investment successful. So why do we think self-assurance is the most important factor? Let's look at the other factors one by one first. To begin with, financial knowledge is also a critical success factor for investing. PER, PBR, EV, EBITDA. Knowing some financial knowledge will definitely help you invest. Intelligence is obviously a factor in investing, too. Smart people invest better, right? The quality and quantity of information will of course contribute positively to the success of your investment. If things like financial knowledge, intelligence, and information really matter, wouldn't people who have all three do incredibly well in investing? There's one group that excels at all three. That group is the financial professionals on Wall Street. They have the intelligence as evidenced by their high level of education, the financial knowledge as evidenced by fierce job competition, and the information that comes from a strong network of financial industry. Will their investment be successful? Unfortunately, that's not the case, and the people who significantly increase their wealth through investing are a tiny fraction of the total population of financial professionals. On the other hand, what about people who are self-confident about their investments? By self-confidence, I mean having a firm belief in your investment strategy and being confident enough to stick with it for 5 to 10 years. What's the success rate of investors who have these two things? It's close to 100%. Very few people who believe in an investment strategy and stick with it for more than 5 to 10 years have failed. Of course, most of these people are financially literate, intelligent, and well-informed because it helps them feel confident about their investments. What's even more surprising is that self-confident investors, even without financial knowledge and intelligence, are often successful. Let me tell you about one of the cases I've seen in practice. One of my acquaintances made a fortune by accidentally investing early in South Korea's LG Life Health stock. He then created an investment principle of buying only the #1 consumer goods companies in high-growth emerging markets, which he stuck to for more than 20 years and made a fortune. This person had no financial knowledge of PER, PBR, or anything like that. He got rich solely because he stuck with the right investment strategy he believed in for decades on end. What are the implications of this phenomenon? It's that self-belief is more critical to investment success than any other factor. To dive deeper into this topic, we need to start with the underlying causes of the low investment success rate among a group of financial professionals who have all the financial knowledge, intelligence, and information. Let's take it one step at a time. To begin any discussion, it's important to understand that investing is a complex system. A complex system is one in which there are too many factors affecting the outcome, and the pathways through which the factors affect the outcome are too complex to see the full cause and effect structure. One prime example is weather. Many factors affect weather: temperature, humidity, barometric pressure, wind speed, precipitation, and more. This makes it difficult to get to the root cause of the weather. As a result, the success rate for predicting future weather is also very low. Investments are a classic example of a complex system. Interest rates, unemployment, oil prices, international events, politics, technology, and many other factors interact with each other to influence investment outcomes. So again, it's hard to figure out what's causing it. It's hard to figure out why, so it's hard to figure out how to invest well. Systems like weather and investments are classic examples of complex systems. To better understand complex systems, let's take a look at their opposite, simple systems. A simple system is one in which very few factors affect the outcome and the path is simple, making it easy to identify the cause. We're much more familiar with simple systems. To simplify things a bit for the sake of explanation, your grades in school are largely the result of your study efforts. When you're an employee, you get a paycheck for showing up to work. Neither studying nor working is without its complexities, but they are much simpler than investing or the weather. So when we try to analyze any result, we have a very strong habit of looking at the problem with a simple system, because it's much more familiar. For example, when analyzing the outcome of a failed investment, you spend a lot of time thinking about what the critical factors were that led to the investment failing. However, the reality of complex systems like investments and businesses is this: they are so complex that it's impossible for humans to analyze the causes after an investment fails. Of course, It's also impossible to predict all the future paths of each factor to make an investment successful. So how do you get the results you want in a complex system like investing? It's about making lots of observations over as long a period of time as possible. After many observations, you'll find the decisive factors that lead to the desired outcome. What we found was that the longer you stick with it, the more likely you are to reach your desired outcome in the end, even if there are bumps along the way. This is how we deal with complex systems. First, you need to observe over a long period of time to discover the factors that are key to your desired outcome. Second, you need to keep those core elements unchanged for a long period of time. That's how you deal with complexity. Note that for something as complex as investing, you'll need to stick with the same strategy for at least 5 to 10 years to see the benefits of that strategy. Now let's look at the situation of financial professionals again. Are they in a position to follow the right way to deal with complexity? In many cases, this is structurally impossible. 5 to 10 years is too long for them, as they are working professionals. You can't make investment decisions based on 5 to 10 years when you don't know when you're going to change jobs. Plus, salary negotiations and incentive pay are often done on a one-year basis. So it's all about doing well this year, not doing well over the long term. For example, a financial professional's desired outcome is the graph below rather than the graph above. The incentives might be higher in the graph below. This is a completely different position from those of us who favor the graph above. That's why most financial professionals don't adopt the right way to deal with complexity. Rather, it attempts to understand the pathways of complex systems that humans will never be able to grasp. They don't have the luxury of sticking with the right choice for a long time and hoping for great results 5 to 10 years down the road. In fact, according to US data services firm S&P Global, only 9.92% of actively managed funds have beaten the S&P 1500 index over the past decade. Over 90% of funds have underperformed the overall market index. So we shouldn't forget that financial knowledge, intelligence, information, etc. are not negligible factors, but the most important thing is to have faith in your investment strategy. To have the self-confidence to sustain a 5 to 10 year strategy. The scientific method of hypothesizing and observing data over a long period of time should be used to uncover the core of what makes a successful investment. I want you to remember that sticking with it for the long haul is the only way to get the results you want in the complex world of investing. So far, we've discussed why it's important to have confidence in your investments. To feel confident about your investments, you must first realize what your purpose is. Then it will be important to scientifically determine if the investment vehicle is fit for purpose. In the next video, we'll dive deeper into what our purpose should be specifically. If you liked the video, please subscribe to the Finoptio YouTube channel. We also invite you to visit the Finoptio website. Join ranked games to study and earn points. As you engage in the game, you'll naturally go through the scientific learning process. Through a scientific learning process, you will be able to gain greater financial wisdom. Thank you.